And now, I address your soul of each and every one of you, the divine. Dear soul, welcome to this gathering, to the sacred space. Here sits the human of you, that expression that you created, an expression of yourself that would journey to earth, that would feel it was lost, that would be in body, in material form, that would learn the most amazing things about the I am, that human self who, in a way, intentionally turned its back on you. So hear this, dear soul. Hear this. That human of yourself is ready. That human of yourself is allowing now. It's time. It's time for you to come to that human, to bring home to yourself as the human. Dear soul, that human has endured things that would be hard for the soul to understand. Yes, indeed, you carry the wisdom of everything the human endured, all of its experiences. But only the human can truly understand, and only when there is the true integration of you, soul, and the human, will you have that deep knowingness of what the human has gone through. That human has sacrificed and endured things like pain, physical pain, which might be hard for you to truly understand until there is a full integration. The human has endured things like loneliness, which again, you never really truly understand until that full integration occurs. The human has endured things like disease and death, again, that you would not even have known of unless you had created this human, and will not truly understand in its full nature until you come here to integrate. The human has experienced and given you this thing called love, which you could not have known of without your human expression. It's experienced doubt. It's experienced being lost. This human has experienced what it's like to be enslaved. The human has experienced relationships, with all that comes with relationships with other humans. This human of you who sits here right now has experienced an identity of its own, in a way free and independent of you. You gave it that freedom. You gave it the freedom to have its own identity, and it did. Now the human is ready. The human sits here in this sacred space of allowing, guided here by its knowingness, guided here by its desire to be back in full realization as the human and soul. So, dear soul, now comes the time. Now comes the time. Human who might have turned its back on you, pretending that you weren't there, is ready. Now comes the time. Human is sitting here in this place of allowing, a place of openness, with some fear and some hold back and some trepidation, wondering what might happen next, fearing above all that nothing will happen next, hoping that everything does. So now comes the time, dear soul, now comes the time to be here. Gently, gently, as not to frighten the human, with compassion, with love. Now comes the time to meld with, to integrate with that human. Now comes the time for you, dear soul, to shine your light within the human, letting it be known that you are here, letting it be known that now is the time of integration. I've told the human, dear soul, that they are not responsible for enlightenment. I've told them that the only thing they needed to do was to allow that then you would be here. I've told them to stop searching, to stop studying, to stop praying, to stop struggling. I've told them simply to allow. So now comes the time for you, the soul, the I am, to be present, to bring that light right into their body, right into their mind, right into their life. You know what I'm saying, dear soul. It's time for you to bring the light into you, into your body, into your mind, into your being. Now comes the time where separation comes into unity, where distance comes into the now, where wholeness comes into the fragments. Now comes the time, dear soul. And to the human, I now address you. To the human who sits in these chairs, I address you. The games are done. No more. No more games. No more pretending that you don't know. No more pretending that you have weaknesses. No more addictions to lack. Dear human who sits here, this soul will not tolerate the games, the macchio, the distortions. Will not tolerate if you seek power rather than divinity. Dear human, it will not let you. It will not let you go outside of you for your realization. No gurus, no masters, no relying on other people, no more excuses. Dear human, hear me well. No more excuses. It's all here for you. Just allow. Dear human, hear me. Hear these words. Now comes the time when all things come to you, when energy comes to you, when opportunities come to you, Now it comes to you. You were used to a life and a consciousness where you had to go out and get it, fight for it, manipulate it, make it happen. But hear this, now it comes to you. You'll have a tendency and a desire to still use some of the old ways, to still try to force your reality rather than allow it. You still have the desire to try to manipulate, structure, hold back energies, to live in the past, to worry about the future. But I tell you that now all things come to you. There's no compromise. There's no in-between. There's no mediocrity in this. It's about allowing everything to come to you. Now it comes to you. It's very different than the way you've been living and creating. Very different than how you've actually been working with energies. So it may seem awkward, unusual, imbalanced for a while. But hear these words. Now it comes to you. Energy, knowingness, potentials, everything, including your soul, your divinity. The only thing you're being asked to do right now is to allow. That's it. That's it. Nothing else. The only thing for you to do right now is allow. Unrestricted. No holding back. No playing games. Now it comes to you. Dear soul, dear human, you are one and the same, but who've acted very differently. Now comes the time to be back together, home together, in wholeness together, as the body of consciousness. Now comes the time to have unity, to enjoy the experiences of this planet, and to enjoy the experiences of the other dimensions as well. Now comes the time to walk as realized beings. The human, now realized as the soul, as consciousness. The soul also realized as the integrated human. Now comes the time. Instead of having traumatic events, instead of going through a lot of internal struggle, we can take this opportunity, dear human and dear soul, to dissolve away many of the old illusions, all of the old energies that have been stuck. So hear me, dear soul and dear human. Now comes the time of allowing. Dissolving away of what's no longer appropriate. Dissolving away of beliefs whose time has come. Dissolving away of old perspectives. Dissolving, washing away what doesn't serve you anymore. Releasing what you've been holding on to so tight is not needed anymore. So dear human and dear soul, in this time now, simply allow. That's all. Just allow. Feel each other. Human and soul.